Dr. Fate. Fate has been causing a lot of wahala in Big Brother's house lately. Last night he had a fight with Culture and Bright Morgan, and he claimed that Bright Morgan had shoved him or pushed him, and Culture was so mad that he was like, you know what, I'm going to beat you up. I want to beat you up. And then this morning, he was at it this time around with Big Soso. So at this point, we have to ask who can solve a problem like Faith in Big Brother's house. Let's get right into it. What actually caused the fight? Now, last night, when the supplies came in, cigarette was part of what the housemates had ordered, and some of them decided to pack, for their friends and all of that. And that was what made Faith say no. Yes, that everybody, they don't smoke, everybody doesn't smoke, but everybody also deserves the right to at least have the cigarette. And then he went upstairs, and then according to him, Imisi was blocking him, and then Sultana asked him for a smoke or for a cigarette, and he didn't give her. And that was when he took the lighter for their smoke. And that was when Culture was like, where is this guy, go matching head, something like that. And that was basically what had caused the fight. And at some point they went to the garden area, and Faith was like, you know what, if you people talk too much, I will throw this lighter into the pool. And of course, that infuriated a lot of the housemates, especially Culture and Bright Morgan. Now, do you know the kick? Bright Morgan doesn't even smoke. And Bright Morgan, according to him, tried to take the lighter from his hands, and Faith had claimed that he had shoved him or pushed him, and Culture was pretty mad. In fact, the whole house was mad. Most of them were mad at Faith. But one thing about Faith is this, even if plenty men they argue with him, he will not budge. He will still want to claim his rights, right? Now, that was what had happened. And at some point, Faith was like, you know what, Bright Morgan should apologize. If he doesn't apologize, he's going to tell Big Brother. And you all know, what he was gunning for. Now, the second fight happened this morning because of the bathroom. Now, from what I gathered, apparently that bathroom was stinking. It was smelling. Nobody wanted to go into the bathroom, and Faith went and washed the bathroom. In fact, they told him, do not go into this bathroom, right? Let the snail of the house, which is Isabella, wash it. And Faith was like, if he waited for the snail of house, nobody was going to use the bathroom. So he washed the bathroom, and then he went into bathe, and then he stayed there as long as he wanted, because nobody wanted to use the bathroom in the first place. And him, washing it, he feels like he has the right to stay there as long as he wants to. And then that was what caused the whole issue. Then Soso, Soso now, defender of the universe, mommy of all, she swooped in, to be like, why would you do that? People wanted to have their bath and all of that. Then there was an exchange of words. Soso calling him a fake doctor, saying that he lacks the empathy and the good character that doctors are supposed to have. And then Faith says, you know what, you are here, fighting for small boys. And then Soso goes like, you are jealous because I did not fight for you. And Faith was like, you wouldn't even do that, because if you do that, I'll vomit. Yeah, there was a lot of, back and forth between them. This is what I think about this whole situation. Number one, in as much as I understand where Faith is coming from, but I think I will stand by what Dede had told him just a few moments ago before I started recording this. Ever since Ebuka had said that stuff he said from the first Sunday, he switched. He switched from the Mr. Nice Guy to this very villain that he's trying to be in our own very eyes. Now, Faith is that kind of guy that will throw stones and hide his arms. He is the kind of guy that will beat you up and still be the one crying. So when people come in, they'll be like, oh, he's the one crying, so he can't be at fault. That's the kind of guy I see Faith as. Now, I'm not saying that in this fight, there wasn't a moment where he was right. I mean, judging from what I've narrated to you, you could tell that at some point in that fight, he was right? But the thing is, Faith is that kind of a person that when you are having an argument with him, he'll come all up in your personal space so that you get physical with him, and then you get disqualified. He is instigating a lot in that house. Now, the second point I like to make is this housemates. I feel like they are too aggressive and violent for my liking. Like, I like the drama that they give, but why is it that their first reaction to everything is always about violence and being aggressive? Like, Bright Morgan, why would you even shove somebody? Why would he do that? And also, culture saying that, oh, he'll beat him up. I'm like, guy, do you even know where you are? This is Big Brother's house. You touch somebody, you go home, right? And I repeat what I will always say in I've said in my videos. Big Brother is taking a lot of shit with this housemates. Like, other previous seasons, you can't even do half of the things that these people are doing without you getting a strike. I mean, Erica got a strike for whispering the other time, right? So why is it that Big Brother is pampering them and covering a lot of nonsense? And I feel like that is the reason why they feel like the best or the first form of action for them when somebody provokes them or does something is to come up all in their face or their personal space to be like, oh, I'll beat you up and all of that. So I feel like they should watch that. And another thing I've noticed about this housemate, they are a bunch of hypocrites. Bunch of hypocrites. Criticize one person for doing something, then turn a blind eye when another person that probably they like is doing the same thing. Now, that being said, I see a lot of narratives say that, oh, these housemates are conniving or coming together to bully Faith. I do not think so. Honestly, I do not think so. Look at them, look at Faith. Who is bullying who? Who is bullying who? Let's be honest here. Faith can be really, really annoying. He's a smart guy. He's not a fake doctor by any chance. I mean, how can he be a fake doctor and then he is, taking care of them the way he is? He's a very smart guy, but he is annoying. He has a very bad character trait. And I feel like also these housemates have not really been good to him too. Two truths can exist. And now he's kind of like being that villain, like, okay, fine, Mr. Nice Guy wasn't working. Because I mean, if you look at Faith in the first week, he was, there for everybody, doing things for people and all of that. And now he's kind of changed. And when he was Mr. Nice Guy, a lot of them ignored him. A lot of them looked down on him, right? Now he's like, okay, before you give me the fight, I'm going to bring it to your doorstep. And he now feels like, you know what? Why am I even being the Mr. Nice Guy for these people? I mean, we are urged to do the most, and these people are kind of like beneath me. He also feels that way. The only time that they can actually shut Faith up in that house if you win him in attacks. And for people like that they know that they are good at something, a lot of times they have that pride, like, I know I can do it. What can you do about it? That is who Faith is. He's smart. He's a doctor. He's a very smart guy. But at the same time, he's a very annoying person. His social skills is lacking. His people skills lacking. He deliberately pokes you and watch you react. And then when you are reacting, he's there all up in your face and he's standing there and he's, smiling about it, keeping his composure. And then you just lose your cool. It's a psychological thing. At the end of the day, all these characters are what gives us a beautiful show. I also want to see how he will act if he loses any tax or if he's in a team that loses a tax, how he will unravel. Like, I can't wait to see that happen. I'm not an enemy of progress, but because it's a social experiment, I love to see that side of him. Yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, ezinnemwilliams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.